Hi, and welcome to Lifepath. I'd like to thank you for your time and interest in Lifepath at this early stage. Our simple aim for today, though, is to introduce the team, give you a broad overview of the opportunity, and provide some insight into our goals and needs over the next few years. My name is James Collier. I am Chief Operating Officer and co-founder of Lifepath. I've previously held leadership roles at Badoo, which recently IPO'd at a valuation of $8 billion, as well as YouTube and MySpace, and sold my own tech startup to Experian. Our management team also consists of Dr. Stephen McGregor, our Chief Wellness Officer, a globally recognized expert in well-being who has written several books on the subject, as well as being advisor to the likes of McKinsey, Salesforce, and Uber. Georgette Kolkman, previously the global brand lead at Emirates and responsible for launching and developing Skywards, is our CMO. Alex is our CFO, who has been involved in several high-growth technology enterprises and has been involved with raises, sales, and IPOs during the extent of his career. And last, but by no means least, we have James McGee, our CEO, a highly respected serial entrepreneur and investor with decades of experience in business leadership. So what have we come together to solve? Well, even before the pandemic, the WHO defined depression and anxiety as a $1 trillion issue, impacting every aspect of the global economy. And it's neither a recent issue nor necessarily an economic one. In fact, as we have become healthier, wealthier, and smarter, we've also become more concerned for our future. This has led to a huge opportunity in the well-being market, particularly amongst millennials who have both increasing income levels as well as free time. As a result of this, there's also been a boom in the field of coaching, from sports to career to nutrition, life in general. 1.2 million of these coaching practitioners are paying subscribers on LinkedIn, attempting to target professionals with their services and paying upwards of $59 a month for the privilege. But what does this mean for the coach and the consumer, and how does that relate to the broader WellTech market? Well, we know that by and large, these self-employed small business owners are not technologists, but specialists in their respective fields. As such, they don't necessarily maintain high-quality destinations for inbound lead capture or self-promotion, and LinkedIn provides them a very two-dimensional lead gen pipeline for them to do outreach on. Outside of LinkedIn, there are very few scalable audiences to easily engage people who are interested in coaching, or discovery engines for consumers to access a directory of coaching practitioners. The challenge with LinkedIn is it's simply not fit for purpose. It lacks the ability to filter based upon needs, quality, or cost for the consumer, and practitioners are in the dark as to the level of engagement this audience base has in their area of expertise, and have not the time nor the skills to adequately showcase themselves. As for the rest of the industry we see piled up on the right here, there are many point solutions aimed at increasing happiness, but no one has developed the solution that answers the needs of individuals at scale. Calm, as a great for instance, has spent $140 million on marketing its product to achieve 40 million downloads, of which it has converted and retained just 3 million. Why is this churn so high? Well, because research shows that the app rarely gets to the base question of what a user needs to achieve what they set out to do by downloading the app. And because meditation is just one technique in a broad array of solutions to bring about true well-being. It's also very difficult for certain people to actually do it on their own without coaching or experts to actually help them along and guide them on their path. The same can be said of Headspace, BetterUp, Mind Valley, and all the others that are starting to try and fill that gap. And therefore, there is a huge opportunity still to dominate the wellbeing practitioner marketplace, which is precisely what we intend to do at Lifepath. In the same way that Uber provided business tools and lead gen to the private hire market, and as Amazon did for e-commerce, we're building a dedicated suite of tools that services wellbeing practitioners and their current customers, and acts as a discovery platform for new audiences. And by forming and vetting this network of practitioners, we will build trust and credibility into what is currently a completely unregulated market, and thus we'll be providing and empowering global communities of both consumers and practitioners to achieve their personal and well-being and happiness. But what does this mean in real product terms? It means that for practitioners, they will have simple audio, video, text content hosting tools, built-in teleconferencing capabilities, streaming in association with Zoom for easy integration, calendar and group class one-to-one management services, secure payments, CRM, outbound and inbound marketing tools, and a host of future developments in community engagement, content production, events, and learning. For the consumer, it means LifePath vetted and peer-reviewed specialists in whatever area that they need to develop, goal setting and tracking, integrated with their practitioner and shareable should they choose, a la Strada and other such services, secure and transparent payments, and a community of like-minded people with whom they can share their journey. We are building a truly holistic service that enables practitioners, building deep links into their business and creating stickiness for LifePath, and supporting their future development and developing a practitioner community and ecosystem, all with the aim of achieving excellence and well-being for consumers everywhere. And the revenue model is extremely simple. A comparable subscription cost to LinkedIn, but with all of these amazing business tools packaged in, making it a no-brainer for a busy self-employed practitioner, whilst opening innumerable incremental revenue opportunities once our practitioner is embedded in our service. So where are we on that journey? We've built much of the back-end infrastructure required for launch, most of which are tools and services we do not need to develop ourselves initially, although we have a future pipeline of developments that will help to build and enhance our IP and build value for the company. We already have a testbed of well-being practitioners who have been providing feedback and insights and are ready to adopt. Where we seek funding is to take this to the MMP stage, investing in front-end development and the subsequent marketing. We also have a clearly defined go-to-market and hiring plan that are linked to our growth targets, which we believe, and in my experience in growth, are wholly achievable based upon just the serviceable obtainable market through LinkedIn. By existing, we already add more value than LinkedIn and will enable practitioners to onboard their current customers easily. And as we invest in our external consumer marketing, we will become a lead generation powerhouse for our practitioner community. Just 10% of the LinkedIn community alone at comparable subscription, ignoring all the incremental revenue streams we can develop further down the line, equates to $8 million MRR. If we were to look at similar growth to Calm or Headspace, revenues are in the multiples of that. So in summary, there is a clearly defined near-now opportunity to own the service layer for a huge and growing industry with no incumbents in place and no impediments from other growth businesses focused in this particular area, with a clear path to customers, a clear obtainable market, and revenue opportunity. With the right team and all the right skill sets to move this forward, all we need is you, and we can bring happiness to millions of people across the world. Thank you again for your time, and we look forward to your feedback.